Losing weight is easy until you realize everything you thought you knew was wrong. For months, I pushed myself to the limit, followed what everyone said, and still didn't see results. The worst part was, I didn't understand why. But after researching and testing it on myself, I discovered I was making 3 mistakes that nearly ruined my progress. And if you're making them too, you could be sabotaging your efforts without realizing it. So stick around until the end, because I'm going to tell you how to fix them once and for all. And if you're watching this video, you've probably tried to lose weight more than once. Sometimes it works, but other times, it just seems impossible. The same thing happened to me. I started motivated, eating healthy, exercising more, but after a while, the weight stopped coming off. I felt frustrated, tired, and didn't know what to do. Until I realized it wasn't my metabolism or my genetics. It was these 3 mistakes that, without realizing it, were holding me back. And the worst part is that many people make them without knowing it. So today, I'm going to reveal them to you and tell you how to avoid them. 1. Eating healthy without controlling quantities. We always hear that you have to eat healthy to lose weight. And of course, that's true. But here's the problem. We often think that because something is healthy, we can eat it in any quantity. I fell into that trap. I started eating more avocados, nuts, olive oil, and yes, they're great foods, but they have a lot of calories. The problem isn't the quality of the food, but the quantity. You can eat everything healthy, but if you consume more calories than you burn, you won't lose weight. How did I fix it? I learned to measure my portions. I'm not telling you to weigh every gram of food, but I do want you to be aware of how many calories the foods you eat every day have. I used my hand as a reference. Protein the size of my palm. Carbohydrates like rice or pasta, the size of my fist. Fats like nuts, the size of my thumb. Since I adjusted this, I started to see real changes in my weight. 2. Believing that cardio is the key to weight loss. This is a mistake I made for a long time. I thought, if I want to lose weight, I have to do more cardio. So I spent hours on the treadmill, running, and doing high-intensity workouts. But after a while, I realized my body looked the same. Why? Because cardio burns calories, but it doesn't build muscle. And here's the kicker. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, even at rest. If you only do cardio and don't strength train, you could lose muscle, which slows your metabolism and makes it harder to lose weight. How did I fix it? I started strength training 3 to 4 times a week. At first, I was afraid of getting bigger, but it actually helped me look more defined and burn fat faster. I still do some cardio, but I use it as a supplement, not as a foundation for my workouts. I still do some cardio, but I use it as a supplement, not as a foundation for my workouts. 3. Not prioritizing protein. The third mistake was not giving protein any importance. I was eating just the right amount, but it wasn't enough. And the problem is, when you don't consume enough protein, you lose more muscle during the weight loss process, which makes you look flabby instead of defined. Plus, protein is the most filling macronutrient. If you eat enough, it will be much easier to stick to your plan without feeling hungry all the time. How did I fix it? I started making sure to include protein in every meal: chicken, fish, eggs, tofu, Greek yogurt. I adjusted my protein intake to approximately 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight, depending on my activity level. These were the 3 mistakes that almost ruined my weight loss. And the worst part is, they're super common. So if you've been feeling stuck, check to see if you're falling into any of them and make these adjustments. Control the amounts even if they're healthy foods. Don't rely solely on cardio, strength train. Prioritize protein in your diet. If this video was helpful to you, like and subscribe because I'll be sharing more content to help you achieve your goals without making these mistakes. And tell me in the comments, have you made any of these mistakes? Which one surprised you the most? I'll read you below and see you in the next video.